Denise Boudreau-Scott, president of Drive, and I wanted to share with you some ideas on, someone had asked about creating a task checklist and so forth. And this is not a task checklist, but in my opinion, is more important and might even negate the need for a task checklist. And I don't say that with rose-colored glasses, I say that from experience. So when I was an administrator, I can't remember what it was now. We had it published at some point, and I can't remember if it was 2 years or 3 years. We went without having one nursing assistant leave voluntarily because of the culture of the organization that I had. And it wasn't me. I was lucky to walk into an organization that had a fabulous culture. It was up to me as a leader to intentionally take that culture and keep it going. But I was blessed to have it. But I also realized that you can take that's not so great and intentionally focus on it. And here's just one way that you can help to do that. And so this is all about creating accountability peer-to-peer, not boss to employee, but peer-to-peer accountability. And so this exercise is around the team together deciding what are the rules of engagement. And so I've done this with organizations now as clients of ours that we've done this with, but you can do this with your team, just facilitating an open conversation. What is it that we expect of each other here? What is it that we will want to commit to? We actually write those things down and we sign them. And I'm a nerd, so I like research. And there's research that shows that when you sign something, you are more committed to upholding it. And so I'm going to share with you an example of what a group did that I helped facilitate. This is years ago, probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I did this with a client and sat down with their team. And I said to them, sort of, what are the things that the expectations that you have of each other? What makes a great team member? What makes somebody that you want to work with? What are the things that are frustrating as a team member? And from all of that, narrowing that down into, we came up with this list, and this was their list, and it was titled the name of their organization and then pledge. So I'll just call it Happy Place Pledge. As a member of the Happy Place team, I pledged to living our Happy Place values, and theirs was nurture a comfortable home, but yours might be some other mission or vision statement. If you don't have a mission or vision statement, don't put it off doing this until you have one. That's okay. Just say, I pledge to, living to, and then make the list that your team's going to create. So don't get tied up on perfection. I do that a lot and I have to check myself on it. Don't get tied up on perfection. Progress, not perfection, right? Better done than perfect. So here is their list. Knowing we are all on the same team, not different shifts, because we recognize shift to shift, they're having some issues. Making new people feel welcome. Huge. A lot of organizations suffer with new employees. You work so hard to recruit them and then they're gone because they're not treated well. Right now, it is our commitment to each other. We're going to treat new people well. And if people are not doing that, then we're holding each other accountable for it. Hopefully that's peer-to-peer, but it might be supervisor to non-supervisor person, or maybe the other way too, right? We're holding our supervisors also to treating our new people well. Working as a team by pitching in and helping whenever and however needed. Being a family all the time, good times and bad. Focusing on the positive and not complaining or whining. Huge one. I tell people all the time, they'll be like, oh, everyone's so negative. I said, no, draw the line. No, do not allow that. Right? If you are allowing negativity and complaining and whining, that will very quickly spread and take over like a cancer. Draw the line in the sand. I literally consider whining and complaining and gossip to be abuse. And just like you would not allow abuse of your residents or your patients, you're not going to allow abuse of your staff. Draw the line in the sand. We don't allow that here, right? I think you should even do it at home. I have twin boys that are 19, and sometimes their friends will come over, especially the girls, and they start. And I very quickly said, not in my house. If you want to gossip about anybody, wrong. but I don't control you, but I control this house. It will not be in my house. And so I would not tolerate that. And they learned quickly, none of that in my house. And same with your organization, none of that in your organization. Now this group is saying it. So peer to peer, they can say that too, right? We pledged to not doing that. Looking for reasons to smile. I love that one, right? Another kind of focus on the positive with them. Engaging with residents and patients in a way that's meaningful to them, right? Not just entertainment, not just small talk, but really getting to know people. And supporting patients or residents' needs and wants, right? Not just what they have to have, but their wants also, by listening to them. And then they signed that. Another team in that group, in that organization, added, we won't roll eyes at each after or during a meeting or after. We won't have a meeting after the meeting, you know, those things that happen in the hallway afterwards. They pledge not to doing that to each other. This is an awesome way to break down silos, because you can do this not just for one particular department, but what about if you had an area, a unit, a neighborhood, a department or whatever. And you sort of, there's all different departments mixed in working together. So we have nursing and we have dining services or pharmacy maybe and rehab or whoever working together in that area. Maybe we're signing a common pledge together, which helps to break down those silos. It's not just department by department that we're doing this. So I encourage you to try it. It's a different approach than a check task list. But what it does is it intentionally shapes your culture. And I'm a firm believer, if you are not intentionally shaping your organizational culture, somebody else is doing it for you, and it might not be the person, and it often isn't the person that you want it to be. It's usually the Debbie Downers that are going to take over and do that. So you need to intentionally drive your culture, or somebody else is going to do it for you. You cannot not have a culture. You cannot not have a culture. You have a culture, and all that culture is how we work around here. So this pledge that people are creating together is setting the rules of engagement of how we work around here. It's literally thinking about how are you setting your culture. And once again, you can't just create this form, you have to live by it, right? The accountability part, personal and to each other accountability. But this is a launching point for that. So good luck with your pledge. I'd love to see if you create some of these, or if you have any questions, just email me. It's Denise, DENISE @cultureoutcomes.com. And you can also check out our website, cultureoutcomes.com, as well as we have lots of courses that we have and videos that we have that help share some more tips like this that you can use right away in your organization. Thanks for watching.